Hello. If you have found your way here, it is likely because the noise of the world is still echoing in your mind. Perhaps the day was heavy, or perhaps your thoughts are simply racing, refusing to let you rest. Please know this: you are in a safe place now. For the next 15 minutes, we are going to leave the waking world behind. We are going on a journey into stillness. All you need to do is find a position that invites peace, perhaps lie down, and let my voice be your anchor. We are going to explore a story about the burdens we carry and the immense freedom found in simply laying them down. Imagine that we are closing heavy velvet curtains on the stage of your day. The light outside dims, the noise of the traffic fades into a distant hum, and we light a single soft candle inside the house of your being. Today, I want to invite you to explore an idea that, at first glance, seems frightening, but carries the key to a deep, liquid relaxation, the art of letting go of control. So often we hold on to life with clenched fists. We try to force the river to flow upstream. We exhaust ourselves trying to predict the unpredictable, building high walls against uncertainty. But what if the safety we seek is not found in holding on tight, but in opening our hands? Let us breathe together. Inhale deeply. Fill your chest with air. Hold it for a moment, and exhale through your mouth, releasing the tension from your shoulders. Let go of the need to accomplish anything right now. The door to the outside world is locked. You are safe inside. As we walk this path, let me tell you a story. Consider this a personal narrative of an experiment. A single day where I decided to stop fighting the current. It was a 24-hour journey into the unknown, a day I called the Day of the Open Hand. There was a time when I believed I was the absolute architect of my destiny. I would wake up with a mental list, a rigid structure of how the hours must unfold. If the traffic flowed, it was a victory. If it rained when I did not expect it, I took it as a personal failure of the universe. I wore control like a suit of heavy iron armor. It protected me, yes, but it also kept the sun from touching my skin. The anxiety, I realized, was the sound of that metal rusting. It was the constant fear that if I dropped the reins, the horse of my life would run off a cliff. So the experiment began on a Tuesday. The rule was simple. For 24 hours, I would not try to steer the ship. I would accept the maybe. I would relax into the uncertainty. The test came early. I walked into the kitchen, the morning light sharp and clear. I reached for my coffee, a dark, rich roast I had been looking forward to. In my haste, my hand slipped, the cup tipped. In a normal moment, the old me would have surged with frustration, but today I paused. I watched the brown liquid spread across the table, moving like a dark tide, dripping rhythmically onto the floor. I noticed the steam rising. I noticed the patterns it made on the wood. It was not a disaster. It was just physics. It was just gravity. I cleaned it up slowly with the mindfulness of a monk sweeping a temple. And in that delay, I missed my usual train. Standing on the platform, watching the empty tracks, I felt the phantom limb of control twitching. My mind whispered, "You are late. This is wrong." And I whispered, "I am exactly where I am." Because I missed that train, I saw a musician setting up a cello on the far side of the platform. He played a low, mournful note, a sound of such haunting beauty, it stopped time. If I had not spilled the coffee, if I had controlled the morning perfectly, I would have missed that song. As the day progressed, the universe seemed intent on testing my resolve. I had plans, a schedule, but soon I found myself trapped in traffic. Red lights stretched ahead like a string of rubies. Then the sky bruised purple, and the rain began to fall, heavy, persistent, drumming against glass and metal. The iron armor of control wanted to tighten. I could feel impatience rising. The mind said, "I am stuck, I am wasting time." But then I remembered the open hand. I turned off the radio. I looked at the car beside me. A child was tracing raindrops on the window. They were not suffering the delay, they were fascinated by it. So I joined them. I watched the world blur and bend through the rain. I listened to the rhythm of the wipers, swish, clunk, swish, clunk, slowing my breath, slowing my heart. Trapped in that metal box, unable to move forward or backward, I found a pocket of freedom. I realized the stress was never the traffic, it was my resistance to the traffic. The traffic simply was. In that stillness, an idea that had been blocked for months quietly unfolded. The answer did not come from force. It came because I finally stopped making noise long enough to hear the whisper of inspiration. When we stop rowing against the current, the river often carries us exactly where we need to go. By the time the cars began to move, I was no longer the same driver. I was not conquering the road, I was flowing with it. By evening, the rain had cleared. The streets smelled of renewal. I wandered without a map, letting my feet choose the turns. I found a small cafe, one I had passed many times but never noticed. Inside, an older man sat alone, repairing an antique pocket watch. His hands moved slowly, gently, as if time itself were breathing. We spoke, and he said, "You cannot force delicate things. If you push, they bend. If you rush, they break. You must wait. You must have hands soft enough to feel what the metal wants to do." He looked at me and said, "People think time is something to be managed, something to be beaten into submission. But time is not a wild animal to be tamed. It is a place to live in." That conversation was a gift, a jewel placed gently into my open hand. If I had been clinging to my plans, I would have missed it. How many miracles do we miss because we are rushing? How many moments pass us by because we are gripping too tightly? That night, I returned home. The house was quiet, my list unfinished, and yet I felt full. There is an old story of a farmer. When fortune changed, good or bad, he simply said, "Maybe." Life is too vast, too complex to judge each moment as success or failure. When we try to control the narrative, we are trying to read a book that is still being written. Imagine your mind now like an empty cup. All day we try to fill it with plans, worries, strategies, but the usefulness of the cup is in its emptiness. It is the space that allows it to hold the tea. Tonight, empty your cup. Let go of the need to know what tomorrow brings. You are safe, not because you have built walls, but because you have learned to float. Now, let us plant seeds of peace in your subconscious mind. I will speak an affirmation. Repeat it silently. I release what I cannot control. I flow with life, and life flows through me. I am safe in the uncertainty. Let my voice fade away, but let the feeling of the open hand remain. These places we visited, they live inside you. You can return to them whenever you close your eyes. There is nothing left to do. The day is done. The door is locked. You are safe. Sleep. Sleep. Good night.